I mean, the instrumental. You feel me? But here we go. We back in action though.
When I started with this vision, people thought I was a scrub. Now they show me love, you would think I was the plug. Now I got the keys and I'ma show you what it is. King on this grind, you know I handle my beat. You know I'm getting to these blessings, 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 blessings. Haters hate, but we okay, Stacking chips, Frito-Lay.
Yo. You already know what time it is, man. We live here at the Frequency Canvas for another episode of Board Talk. And we got some heavy hitters in the building today. Let everybody introduce themselves.
Yeah, literally heavy hitter, 300 pounds. It's Larry, the producer in this bitch. What's happening?
Yo, what's going on with it, man? It's your boy Giza, man. The Giza Entertainment. We live in action. Let's go.
Absolutely.
And not the last person
Man,
we
leave
got.
it there, man. Leave it.
Say shit.
And
Just poke me
last
in the
who we
face.
got?
Yo, what's happening, man? My name is Kyren Monteiro, one of the members of Frequency Canvas,
Assertively.
Engage Records recording artist.
Right.
The official.
Right, man. And today's episode, man, we just gonna do a little bit chopping it up, man. Today's episode we got is called Let's Clear the Air, man. And so on this episode today, we're gonna talk about what recording artists should expect from professional music producers, audio engineers, and videographers. So,
Pootie, can you believe this episode 8?
episode 8?
This episode 8.
Bruh,
if we
that's
start
crazy.
doing it the way we supposed to, we're gonna look up. We're gonna be 100 in.
yeah.
This your third time. This your third time on here.
Yeah, bro. I feel like it was meant to be, bro. It's the third time. Yeah.
Third time on this thing.
And now we got Larry on here
Indeed.
joining us. And
Indeed.
also, can't forget my boy Giz over here, who's
On
definitely part of the
everything.
team doing
Man,
what
why
he
don't
does,
you introduce
man.
yourself, man?
Yeah, who are you, bro? You've been talking this whole time.
All right, so, man, y'all know who it
Who
is.
this
It's Young Pootie here, a.k.a.
Young
Mark
Pootie!
Mark Elliott kind of
Keep it
second,
up.
man. But besides that, man, before we jump into it, how's everybody doing today? How are the brothers doing, man? How's your mental health today, man?
Man, check it out. My child ate. I ate. I got here. Didn't
Okay.
crash. About to get back home.
Yeah.
What else could I ask for?
So
Straight
on a
up.
scale of 1 to 10, where you at?
I'm at a 9.8.
Anything over a 5, man. We like that. Hell yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
For
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
For sure. What about you, Giz, man? Where you sitting at today, brother?
Man, everything really good, man. I'm up there at a 10. I ain't
You got a
gonna
10?
lie to y'all.
Anything over 5, man? We in the game, man.
Sir.
Cairo,
What's
Talk to
happening?
me.
What's happening?
where you sitting at today, brother?
I'm good, dog.
You good? 1 to
Yeah.
10, man. Where you hitting?
I just I'm at a 9, bro.
Nah.
Matter of fact, I'm at a 10. I'm breathing right now. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
God. Many
For the
people.
team, man.
Many people didn't make it.
That is facts, man. I say I'm sitting at a good 8 today, man. Still over a 5, so I'm pretty good today. Give me a little hand.
Giz, what you over there laughing at, man?
I'm sure,
You're
I'm sure Kyren at a 10.
Man, let's get into this content,
Man,
man.
so we go start it off like we got rates.
Hey, you may want to disconnect from the Bluetooth too. I can still hear blessings in the
Oh, for real?
background. Yeah.
All right, hold on, man. Technical difficulties, y'all. Hold on. Give me
You
one
know you
second.
trying to get them royalties?
That is true. It is. So, anywho, so what we gonna talk about is rates, business infrastructure, deliverables, and stuff like that. So, the first area we gonna talk about is video production. So, Giz, man, you gonna be doing a lot of talking here, brother.
Yes, sir.
So,
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
with
Yes.
that, what should recording artists be prepared when discussing when they're approaching a professional videographer? Like, what should they be looking to talk about initially?
I mean, it all depends on what the artist need. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're an independent artist and you're just looking to get simple things to build your image, you feel me, and starting off, then obviously you might be looking just for a simple photo shoot, you feel me, or a vlog of some type of occasion or something that you're doing, right?
Right.
But obviously it's different tiers to it. So if you're on a label, you know what I'm saying, and you might need something that the label want, obviously they gonna go ahead and set it up for you. You know what I'm saying? Connect you with a videographer. You know what I'm saying? Industry level, and basically just set everything up to where whatever it is that you do need or what y'all working on, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be laid out. You know
For sure, for sure. So
really,
when you talk about tiers, like what is like, how does it go? Is it like a 1, 2, 3 level system tier? Or is it like, how does that work out?
No, I just really said that as a phrase of like what level of artistry like you on.
That they're
you know
at,
what I'm saying?
basically.
Yeah, like
Okay,
a
for
lot
sure,
of
for
people
sure,
are
for sure.
independent, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everyone isn't signed to a label, you know what I'm saying, or have a record deal. So obviously when you're doing things on your own expense, you feel me, in your own business budget, you're doing everything independent, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So going that route is totally different, you know what I'm saying, from the typical industry route, but it's basically the same as far as the work, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously if I'm independent, right, and I want to do my first music video, it depends on what I want to do. If I'm independent, I got full control of being like, okay, I know how I want to scale this video. I actually know how I want to, let's say, do a treatment. You know what I'm saying? You basically got a whole idea that you can take full creative control of
For
to
sure.
get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. So when you talk about that, if we talking about just like a regular recording artist, what type of rates are they looking at when they come to you like, yo, I just got this song done. I want to shoot a video for this and I want to have pictures with it. So like what type of package deal are they looking at rate wise for something like that?
Well, typically on a like, you know what I'm saying, minimum level, I think record artists, well, really anyone. That's why I'm saying any creator in that aspect. When you looking for videography services, I mean, at minimum, because they're charging an hour. You know what I'm saying? Most people, you know what I'm saying, are charging on the hour. So what? They probably do about a $250. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you, like you say, you just got a song. He want a simple music video, and that's at the lowest level. You know what I'm saying? And back to the tiers, it's different kinds of music videos that you can get. You feel me? Based on your budget. So, like I said, at minimum, you want a simple run and gun, one location. You know what I'm saying? Simple effects. You're looking at about, you know, a cool 250, 300. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 350. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Even at the industry level, you know what I'm saying, minimum 500. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the equipment is the same. Nothing really is a big difference. It's all really about like what you trying to get done. You know what I'm saying? So obviously that's gonna tip, you know, your budget the lower or the higher route.
For sure. I can dig that, man. So
Well said, man. Well said.
for sure. So when you look at the whole aspect of videography and just editing and all of that, what would you say is your favorite part of the whole process? Is it the shooting? Is it the creating everything? The post, pre?
Yeah.
Like, what's your favorite thing to do?
All right. So how I began to like grow my structure now, even in my business, in the beginning I was like all three, right? I was the shooter, the editor, you feel me?
Right.
Kind of at the same time, the photographer, you know what I'm saying? As we grow and even as you look for a new idea and creativity, it's like you want that team, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if I was doing it by myself, I would like to say the shooting part is the best thing, and that's even how I got it set up now. I like to go out and actually show up to the event, you know what I'm saying? Get on set, you know what I'm saying, and be able to share that vibe with the artist, you know what I'm saying, or organization. And it's like, it's a different thing versus the editor, you know what I'm saying? And I know we was just talking about being stationary or being mobile in your business. The editor, you know what I'm saying, just like an audio engineer or a mixer or master, they're at their home, you know, in the comfort of their office, you know what I'm saying, on their computer. So it's like, in that case, you know, once they get a file, you know what I'm saying, however, you know, the treatment is set up, whatever on the contract, it's pretty much like the editor can, you know, get his part done, and, you know, we got a full video, you know, done.
I ain't packing no analog equipment up and traveling.
That's tough. Packing analog. Nah,
Plug-in
man,
equipment you get for the analog price.
Nah, bro.
Right.
That's
See,
a no-go.
and that's crazy he said that, because even on the videographer tip, I'm not doing nothing but packing up my laptop at most. You know what I'm saying? If we talking about like being just the editor, you know what I'm saying? If I'm the shooter, I'm packing up my camera, you know what I'm saying? And my rig, you know, and that's really it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like even back to that team and that structure, just knowing where you are and who you want to be, you know what I'm saying, and getting that part done. But I mean, at some point, all videographers had to be both, you know what I'm saying?
They had to juggle all the hats at one point.
Even I had to start recording my own content to edit it to know how I wanted it to look. You know what I'm saying? And everyone got a different eye. So it's like now, even just being more efficient in business, you know what I'm saying? I have a couple editors where it's like, okay, cool, back to those tiers, you know what I'm saying? In the artist budget, what you want to do, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So D, for you, what does paperwork typically look like?
As far as just like a simple booking, you know what I'm saying? Any paperwork involved with videographers obviously involve like service agreements, you know what I'm saying? Some do your non-disclosures. It's all just about the structure and how they probably got their business set up. Me, I do simply when you book with us, you know what I'm saying, I make sure you get a booking confirmation, you know what I'm saying, for your date and your time. And then I follow up with a contract, and that's that service agreement where we basically just saying, you know, Giza Entertainment, you know, and the client, you know what I'm saying, are basically in the binding agreement for the hearsay services, you know what I'm saying? So just like my boy Pootie, if he needs a music video done, you know what I'm saying, we're going to book it down, and I'm going to go ahead and get him a contract on the front end so he can be expecting, you know what I'm saying, what he's about to receive, you know what I'm saying? And within that contract, and I got to point this out, you know what I'm saying? Because people like to try to point you out, you know what I'm saying, and try to call you out. I've been doing contracts really even since we started. I remember just me and us, you know what I'm saying? We was talking, and I was just trying to even get it all the way together. And Kyren was telling me, you know what I'm saying, even about having, you know what I'm saying, certain documents in place. So it's
I've
definitely
talked to
important.
everybody on this couch and Lil Cuz. I have, because shout out to my OG Israel Music. He told me, like, first up, like, before you send an invoice or whatever, like, you know, it could be different way. A contract could simply be an email, and you say, I agree to these terms. You know what I'm saying? Every time you shop online, you hitting that check mark. There's a service agreement, you know, terms and conditions somewhere.
Everywhere.
And one thing about contracts is that it's not about just suing people. It's about having a paper trail
To back it.
to be accountable to. Because it used to be, all right, Derralyn, you going to come and record tomorrow, and I'm going to do your record for $500. We used to do this. We shake on it.
Yep.
And he come, and I say, I have it to you in 5 days. You have it to it in 5 days. It's yours. Pay me my money. You get your files in that. But we don't live in that kind of world no more. You need the DocuSign stuff. You need PDFs. You need all of that. So I ain't mean to jump in. But I remember seeing D like bang it, because D took off quick. So he had to figure out how many videos he could do at one time. Yeah. He had overbooked himself. Yeah. He was diving in. People wanted 5 revisions. I'm like, get them jokers 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
On that third one, new invoice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had to figure all of that out. Now he'll invoice Jesus and send the service and to heaven.
I don't like to send invoices unless the client is willing to pay the extra
That's
fees,
why I was going to ask
saying?
you, do you ever have like trouble with people that just simply don't like invoices or do not like reading?
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, you know what I'm saying, and that's just with people. And that's
all y'all could.
But I feel like that's just.
I don't even want to.
That's just your audience. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, if I'm, let's say in the next 3 months, I'm going on a corporate run, right? I'm not gonna set myself up to where it's like they looking at me like unstructured. You know, obviously I'm gonna go in there, everything what I need, so that, you know what I'm saying, when really like whatever they need, we able to do it in the best way possible. You know what I'm saying? We do it in a good way. Contracts, that's the number one thing. Documentation. You feel me? You gotta have your documentation.
But here's the thing though, I feel like people think because of close relationships that business isn't business. Like Pootie running his business out of there, there's a commercial sublease agreement for that. When Derralyn did our photo shoot, I told him, send that invoice, send that paperwork. Yeah. He probably ain't never seen a DocuSign sign so fast. Did you get your money?
Yeah, for sure.
Did you get the Dacky sign?
Yeah, most definitely.
For sure. Now, do I trust him on some handshake stuff? Yeah, me and Derralyn don't need that. But it's just to show that just because you my bro don't mean that I respect Giza.
Business is business.
Yeah.
If I would go to Rock Nation photos and respect them that way,
Yeah.
I'm going to respect my brother even
on
more.
now.
So to all the people out there, y'all got to stop treating personal as business.
Yeah.
And stop finessing people.
It's all cool. Your friend got a business, but at the end of the day, it's a business.
Speaking of friends, we got two producers over here. So I gotta y'all bounce off of each other.
Right.
And I gotta ask y'all, Larry, starting with you.
Talk to me.
When an artist is approaching a professional producer / beat maker, how should that conversation start? What should they expect? Like,
First of all, before you even have the conversation, you need to talk to yourself and figure out if you really want to do this. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I needed that.
hey, he is ready, boy. That boy.
He was quiet this whole time.
Listen,
he wanted to.
it's
He
the
been
quiet
with us.
ones, ain't it? So listen.
Come on now.
If you are not necessarily really an artist,
Come on now.
do not try to treat us
Yeah.
like we really aren't producers.
This might
You know
be
what
the
I'm saying?
best episode. This motherfucker fire.
Because you gonna sit here, look, time out. How are you gonna come at me and say you don't want to pay some? Say you don't want to, you don't want to even prepare to come to the studio correctly, right?
Oh.
Yeah, we're going there. You know what I'm saying?
So-
You gonna sit here and look at us, try to tell us how to do our job, but don't know the first thing about doing your own job.
I'm
which is
sure
coming
Derralyn
prepared.
can relate to that too.
Yeah, look. If you don't come prepared, then what do you expect us to do? Right?
So basically, cousin, what you saying? The person coming to you to talk, they need to be accountable of their own self.
Oh yeah,
before
they need to
try
know who they are.
know thyself.
Yeah. Because if you're doing it for a hobby, you probably shouldn't come mess with us. You
But at
probably
the
should
same
go
time,
ahead.
that's cool though, right?
Yeah, no,
If
it's
they
totally
doing it
fine.
But I think what you're getting at is a respect thing.
Yeah, like
It comes down to this being
no, because
respectful at the end of the
you're
day.
100% gonna go to the any store to go get a snack. You hungry? You about to go pay the exact price to eat, right?
And get a receipt.
You about to get a receipt, and you about to not even you're about to not remember to put it on your taxes. You're not gonna remember to write anything
Right.
off.
Right.
So
Yes,
yeah, we're going there.
I
So
give receipts.
So Pootie, Larry. So with that being said, after that, so what I get from what y'all saying is seriousness, basically.
yes,
Make sure you serious before even approaching.
'Cause
okay,
look-
so but past that.
But no, before you go on to that, I don't want to mistake being serious for not having fun. You could obviously come in here. We want you to be creative in the space. We just saying just
serious in the
sense
sense of that you take yourself and your craft
Exactly.
serious.
I got a daughter, I got a car, I got a house,
Okay.
I got a girlfriend. Right?
Right.
So what do I look like coming out of my house?
Okay.
Coming to help you out, build your music career.
Okay.
And you not pay, you ain't paying and you ain't coming prepared. You setting yourself up for failure, man.
But what if
That's all I
they
can say.
paying and not prepared?
Yeah.
so
right.
that's basically what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Past having the money, what should that initial I'm an artist. What should that initial conversation of contact be? I'm calling you. I'm
This the
emailing
first time
you.
in your life. First time in your life you're coming to record.
Period.
Coming to get you for like beats or
Repeat
anything,
customer.
basically.
Period. How should that initial conversation
That
of
initial
transaction?
conversation should come out first of all. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Introduce yourself. How you doing? Don't come at me like, yeah, bro. I'm expecting. I need recording. I need mixing and mastering offer, and I'll give you $100 for it. That is not how you come at us. You come prepared. You say, what's up? I need mixing and mastering. You tell us what you need, and we will help you get what you need done.
Before we get ahead of that, let's keep it all music production because you laid the producer. And that's how you came up. So on to that. Let's keep it moving. On beats and music production, what should independent artists look at paying? Cause now you I mean with YouTube beats, it's totally messed up.
Yeah, there's people selling beats like you can get 30 beats for $25.
That's crazy.
It's
bro.
crazy.
But I bet you all 30 of them beats
Like, why
sound the
would
same.
you
They
wanna-
probably doing leases though.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
They do
yeah.
stuff like that. I remember when I started wanting to rap, bro. The first thing that I like came into contact, like we talking about this initial conversation. If I'm wanting to get a beat, I went on YouTube. I was different. I go on YouTube. If I listen to the beat, I'm going to the profile for one, because I gotta tap into the producer. You feel me? If he got a history of making beats, then you gotta get in contact with him. You feel me?
Yeah.
Then you gotta see, okay, if you want to get it, I always went for the exclusive. You feel me? I
Yeah.
bought a beat for $400. You know what I'm saying? And I know sometimes you say don't sell the exclusive, but hey, if that's how they got their business set up, I'm gonna go ahead and cash.
No,
in.
it's a difference
You know what I'm
between
saying?
it, but it's a difference between an exclusive lease and exclusive rights.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's all about the contract.
Exclusive rights is some new edition stuff. Don't ever
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Exclusive lease.
And when it come
Yeah.
back to the paperwork, what was you
Residual
saying?
income producers, make sure that you keep your income passive.
But the
As a
beat maker
producer.
selling the beat to more than one person. That's why I feel like sometimes the exclusive
An exclusive lease is
don't
because-
work.
look,
Yeah,
look,
because
look.
why you gonna
This
sell
is
it
what-
to somebody
this
else?
is what an exclusive lease
And they-
says.
why? 'Cause they gonna pay more?
An exclusive lease says if Larry the producer sells you the beat for $400, as long as you don't violate the contract, the beat is yours and yours only. The moment that you violate any part of the contract,
It's a wrap.
it's null and void, and then we gotta talk about
How
that.
do somebody violate a contract in that situation?
Whatever
depends on what's
terms,
written.
whatever's in that terms, and you go against it at the end of the day.
They contract.
So when a producer sells an exclusive lease, let's say to a label, the label owns the master recording,
Right.
not the instrumental.
Right.
So if Pepsi want that for a Super Bowl commercial, they can sell. They don't have to go to the label or the artist. They're like, "Yo, Larry, we
Yeah,
want
what's
that."
up? How much you want for it?
He still own the instrumental. So when you hear these famous instrumental on commercials and stuff,
Yeah.
let's say you hear.
The smart one keeps the rights to it.
Let's hear you hear Drake Way Too Sexy instrumental in a song. Whoever produced that, I don't know who produced that. But who? Huh?
You talking about the
The
beat?
beat.
Yeah.
Whatever producer made that, they don't have to go through OVO. They don't have to hit up Drake. They go to the producer because they own that master recording. That label own that master recording and that acapella. So with an exclusive lease, I think producers got to be careful. But back to what we was asking.
So
How much should the artist? Derralyn just said he paid $400. How much should the artist be prepared?
So basically, I'll say, for me, I start out $100 off for a beat. If you just come to me getting a beat, if you hear down with me in the studio and you just want me to cook up for you, off rip, it start at 100 and then go up from there. Like, it's just depending on what I'm doing, what all I'm putting into this beat.
What about more of the general market?
Like the general market.
General market. If I'm online looking for producers, what is the average rate?
Generally, you're gonna spend $150 for a beat.
Most of the time, yeah.
I'd say around, like, on average, $150. Depending on who you're dealing with, you'll either go up or down from there.
And
If-
$150,
if
that's
the
a fire deal.
Oh yeah, but if
If
the
that's an
producer,
exclusive lease, that's a fire.
for
That's
sure,
fire.
for
if
sure.
the producer
But
has no experience or has no clientele, though, like, you can probably expect a lower price.
D, what was you about to throw in?
I'm trying to figure out just like, all right, because like I'm big on the ownership part, right? So if I'm an artist and I'm going in back to that independent, you feel me? If I'm an independent artist, when I get that beat, I need that beat in full. So if you want 10,000 for the beat, and you feel me, give me them rights. That's what I'm trying to get to.
That's what
You
that's
feel
what
I'm
an
saying?
exclusive. That's what an exclusive lease is. Here's
But
what
if they gonna give me the beat for 150 and I go crazy with the song, you
Here-
feel me?
here-
There's
but
a
here-
I'm
contract
trying to
with
keep
that
them,
150.
but I'm
But
trying to
here-
keep them
here-
rights though,
but here-
100%. How do they
No,
work
here's
that out?
the way that the law works automatically. If Larry produces a song and you make a beat, both of y'all own 50%. 50% of the master recording, 50% of the publishing.
Right.
Yep,
Publishing is not a privilege. Publishing is automatic.
it's a
Yeah.
right.
Producer, quit letting these artists hustle you.
Yeah, straight up.
That's a right.
No, a lot of times though, like, say I sell a beat, right? I sell a beat, and a year later, 2 years later, that same beat is just, I sold it to somebody and they're not doing anything with it. They're just letting it sit. It's like, why would I? If you didn't buy the rights exclusively from me, right? Or if you didn't buy the beat, if you didn't pay any amount over for me, $500, then you can't necessarily expect, like, that beat to stay. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, now somebody else that needs that exact type beat that you bought like years ago, And still, I mean,
so what you're saying is anything under $500, you doing leases. That's basically what you're saying.
I mean, for me, yeah. Okay. Straight up.
So over the 500, are what for a typical like producer, right? In that situation, $500 for the beat. What is the publisher split, man? Because that's for independent artists. That's what we want.
It should be 50-50. You know what I'm saying? I think 2 episodes ago, me and Pootie interviewed my cousin. Derek Weatherly, aka D Weatherly from Weatherly Shiners. We did music producer versus beat maker. Go listen to the episode because we talked about micro sync and all of that, and we spent a lot of time on that. So do that. Let's jump into this on this last thing of production. Deliverables. And Derralyn, you didn't really touch on this with videos.
Oh yeah.
Every kind of service provider has deliverables. Once the service is paid for, there's certain files owed to the client.
Right.
So I'm gonna ask y'all, and then we can piggyback to the videos. So for a producer that's selling a beat, I paid for the beat, it's arranged, it's exactly how I want. How do I get my beat? What is sent to my email for what I paid for?
So if you bought an MP3, right? If you basically leased the MP3 from me.
Let's say full lease.
So a full lease.
A real record.
Okay. So you fully leased it from me. You paid over $500 or what? You paid. It just depends, like
whatever it is.
Whatever the price is, you paid the price. You got we got split sheets going. Okay, need 50% of the royalties, right? I need what else? Deliverables. What you saying? You said
file delivery. How are you delivering the beat to the client?
So I'm going to email it to them.
Right. What's in that folder when you email it?
It's gonna be the files. It'll be either the stems or no, it will be the stems. You'll get the stems and you'll get a MP4, like a WAV file, and then you'll get you'll get all the stems, WAV file, and an MP3, and basically confirmation that you got a beat from Larry the producer.
What are stems?
Stems are basically each individual sound inside of the beat. Like when you put all the stems together, you basically get a full beat. So say you have a kick, you got a drum, like a snare drum, you got a piano, and some weird synth sound. You throw them all together, that's how you get a beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how you. So once you bounce that out, basically download it out to an MP3. That's how you have a full beat. So you have to have all the stems in order, basically, to have a full sound.
Pootie, is that the same thing for you? Same workflow?
Yes, essentially the same thing, and same thing what he said about the beat stems, same thing with vocal stems. If we sending those out, I don't do a whole lot of that, but it's the same process of what he was saying about selecting everything down and sending them all out as a whole package as stems.
That's some great knowledge right there. Derralyn,
let's do it.
Different file delivery types. You could be doing a music video. You could just be shooting it and sending all files just like a producer would. What is that file? What does that deliverable look like in video production?
Okay, so obviously, I just go from like start to finish, right? So the shooter, you know what I'm saying, and this all can be done by the same person also. It's like, all right, I'm gonna go out shoot it, right? I'm gonna take those files, movie files, MP4 video files. You feel me? I'm gonna upload them to my computer, right? And then obviously, and in some situations, some videographers like to do like a pre-edit. You know what I'm saying? Basically, we'll do a cut. You know what I'm saying? In a lineup, basically lining everything up and make sure your cuts, you know what I'm saying, is pretty much good. Now, if I'm going to send this file to my editor, right, I'm going to go ahead and export it out, you know what I'm saying, to a full MP4 video, you know what I'm saying, and then I'm going to send it to the editor. Now, if the editor is adding any VFX or, you know, SFX or anything of that nature onto that video, then he's going to add that, you know what I'm saying, on his platform or program on his computer.
So how with video do y'all? And I'm asking this just for selfish gain. Do y'all? So that MP4, does it compress that down? Because with audio we got WAV file. So say with audio, WAV file is the uncompressed version, where the MP3 is the compressed version. So let's say if you sending it to the visual dude, I'm sure he want the highest quality delivery, right? So how do you go about that?
Well, yeah, most definitely.
Like if it's 4K, how do you keep that 4K resolution without like clamping it down?
Everyone just had to have the same export settings. And I tell my editing guys that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm going to send it to you all the way in high resolution 4K. You know what I'm saying? It's all based on your export settings too. I like to do a 2-pass, you know what I'm saying? And basically, when you do a 2-pass, you basically exporting the video twice. You know what I'm saying? So obviously we do know social media and Facebook and everything, they do like to scale you down regardless. It don't matter what you're posting up. So your export settings gotta be typically the same in that situation. And then let's say the editor sends it back, ready for post is done. We basically gonna email that video file finally, you know what I'm saying, to the client. So it's like a lot of people do Dropbox, you can do email. I like to do Telegram just with the new, you know what I'm saying, technology. Everything's with the phones, you know what I'm saying. A lot of people like to just be able to get the phone, even like the song, right on their phone to be able to play it or whatever in the comfort of their own space. So it's just like, that's how I look at it.
I'm sitting here cheesing, dog, because y'all some young entrepreneurs that know y'all stuff, man. Hey, Pootie, hand clap for y'all, bro.
Hand clap for the youngest, man. Kyren, man, you asking us all these questions about this and whatnot.
Y'all music producers, I had to, man. Hey, Derralyn, thanks for breaking that down, bro.
On anything.
My bad, bro. I'm glad that he did that because all of this stuff just goes together in today's world.
For sure.
And it's crazy because I talk to videographers like Derralyn and other people, and it's interesting to me how much video production is similar to like music and audio production in their own way.
Oh, for sure.
It just amazes me, man, what they do. Definitely. Sorry, man. I'm a huge fan of what y'all do.
Give it a hand clap for the videographers out there, man. Y'all deserve it, man.
And photographers too, because
definitely.
Hey, hold up.
Charge more. Charge more.
I don't like being categorized like that. You feel me? I think
forgive me.
No. Because Kyren threw the photographers in there, and you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying, man, shout out to the photographers,
right.
But I'm saying it's a lane for everything, right? So even if I'm an artist, I'm going to have my videographer and my photographer. And let's say we need an extra photographer for BTS, strictly pictures. You just want to hire these people per se. And if you're going to dump it all on a young dude like me, just make sure you got the bag ready for the work needed. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to get it done. But I promise you, it's more easier. If you got a bigger budget, you better go ahead and hire both of them videographers to get whatever you're trying to get done.
So let's throw a bonus point in there. Because I thought it was automatically assumed. You ain't working with none of us without the money. Hand clap to that.
Hand clap to the money, man. Hand clap to the money.
We put too much work in, man.
I just thought that was assumed. I didn't even think that was something that had to be cleared up.
Listen.
Pootie, what was you about to get into, man?
Time out. Let me say this real quick. We spent most of our time that you spent not learning our craft to basically charge you. Essentially. Because it's like, if we're going to sit here and spend all our time, time is money, right?
Yep.
We spend all our time learning a craft. That's exactly what we need to be paid for if we're good at it. Straight up.
You're right. But no, basically, bro, I was just saying, you asking us all these questions and whatnot, but
I want to showcase y'all, bro.
For you though,
I want to do this more too. I love the energy.
I know you do, but I'm about to direct it right back to you though.
You're on your melon.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear that for real. So, what should a recording artist or somebody who's coming into the studio, coming into the canvas to see Big Kyren, what's an initial conversation if they want to record? Like, what's an initial conversation they should have when they coming to you? What's that look like?
I think as much of a full vision as possible. So first off, when I say recording artists, I'm gonna keep it just hip hop, R&B. People that's getting programmed music. We ain't talking about live instrumentation and stuff, but it still can apply. First off, you should already have your record produced, written. If you got a vocal producer, they should already be appointed. Honestly, if you know you got a single, you should already be having that song written with a video in mind.
For sure.
As you recording the song, you should actually be thinking about, man, I can see Derralyn flying a drone doing this.
You feel me?
You feel what I'm saying?
I feel as if in the recording process, all of that should be in your mind.
Man, this should.
Including the stage presence.
Listen, when
For sure.
like my latest single,
For sure.
Blessing, that's available on all platforms right now. When I make bangers, I think about myself in front of people as I'm making it in the studio. So I think that initial conversation should be your passion. It should be your vision. It should be everything that you want to accomplish. I should hear the passion in you that make me excited about being a part of the vision.
For sure.
So I think that initial conversation should be vision explained as much as possible. I think rate should be talked about. If you don't have the full rate, I think your budget should be discussed. I think deadlines, and I think, you know, if you're signed to a record label, who the A&R and manager is. If you do have a team, if you got a videographer coming in like Derralyn during a recording session, we need a heads up on that.
So, and I'm glad you said that, because that was what I was just about to ask you next is what is rates looking like when we talking about this sort of thing? And we not just talking regular, because as most of us know, and if you do not know, we talking with major label credits, mixing, mastering, services provided. What sort of rates is somebody looking at when they're coming to you talking about
so
that?
First off, there's 3 phases to the engineering process. Like D was saying with video, you know, we got 3 different phases too. You got the recording phase, you have the mixing phase, and you have the mastering phase. Now, typically with recording, you're going to expect to pay anywhere from $50 an hour to $100 an hour in a professional studio. Most studios have a minimum. You'll see a lot of studios do 2-hour minimums. Some studios do 3. If it's a lower price studio, they may do a 3 or 4 hour minimum. If you're getting in there for like $30 an hour, that makes sense to guarantee them. If you use 15 minutes of it, or if you're 2 hours late, don't matter. You lost that money and you lost that time. And you better not put a deposit down with Giza, because you ain't getting that back. That's tied and offering right there, boy.
Y'all, I forgot that. You gotta have that deposit, non-refundable deposits, because people like to play with people's time.
I don't do deposits. I do non-refundables up front.
I definitely do deposits on the DJ tip. I've had several people cancel very last minute on me, like extremely last minute. Like,
and we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So typically,
marriage is
50 to 100, 50 to 100 an hour, 50 to 100 an hour on a recording. We talking in professional sense, not home studio.
We talking professional.
Yeah, we talking about in the professional, even in the homes. If you dealing with a professional, typically 50 to 100 an hour for recording. Mixing, typically on a professional level, 300 to 500. Sometimes you can get 150, 200 a song if you don't have full stems to the song. Mastering on a professional level, it can be anywhere from 50 a master up to 500 a master. It just depends on the level of person, the skill set, the credits, the experience, all of that.
And so what do you feel like the importance is of having that, though? Of someone spending that money?
Yeah,
how do you justify somebody spending that?
Why in the world should somebody spend that much money for real?
On which phase?
On all the phases.
Any of the phases.
So I think it's funny. Me and Derralyn, we had this conversation off camera. I think a little bit of yesterday and today. I think the home studio market right now is crazy, especially since COVID. Musicians, artists, producers, engineers, everybody got their own home studio. You could have one. I think I worked on a record that was done between 8 different studios. The drummer did it in his studio. The singers did it in there. Yeah, it was lit. The main vocalist did it here. It was crazy, right? Programming on certain parts happened over here. So I think if you're going to come to a professional studio, I think it's more about convenience. That Concierge Luxury episode we did. So I think when you come to a professional studio, it's just more about just being able to be hands off and just being able to be an artist. I think that's the only reason that people go to, and it's probably better equipment, but these days people recording songs on iPhone. So I don't think people
going crazy.
I don't think people concerned about quality like previous generations. For mixing and mastering, you definitely wanna go with somebody that's mastered that craft at the end of the day, because it's just because you can turn some faders up and down don't mean you good at mixing and mastering. And at a high level, there's a lot to it. It's cool when you just got a YouTube beat and a vocal.
Come on,
it's a whole nother thing when you get 100 tracks in there.
Bro, what?
Then what you gonna do?
Them presets only gonna take you so far too.
And presets gonna take you.
Hey, I got a question.
What's that to us?
So, how do y'all feel about the new technology advancements where they're creating apps to where everything that y'all talking about can be done straight from the consumer to phone. We got to look at the new business model. A lot of companies, I don't care what field you in, we going direct to consumer. So if they can do anything to bypass a high level engineer, a high level, you feel me, videographer or whatever, in some cases, because in some fields a human has to be present. But how do y'all feel about the technology that can basically be like,
you talking about AI, you talking about artificial intelligence. So AI has been around for a while, and I think just like with anything, I think that if you become the best asset, the most valuable asset in your field, you won't be replaced. Now, I think that you may have to pivot. I am historically a master engineer, yet I track vocals, I mix, and I do podcast production. And I can do them all at the highest level. So I think now if you want to stay around, you have to work harder and become diverse with that. If you just doing music videos, you better learn how to do reels. You better learn how to do photography. You might even want to learn Photoshop. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that,
hey, every single one of us has more than one job here.
For sure.
We got one outward job that we want you to see, but then there's also multiple jobs that we have to do to keep everything else.
Different skills.
We hired Derralyn for a photo shoot last week, but yet he's getting hired for music videos and future content as well. So that's dope to be able to hit up somebody that I trust and pull up like same day, like, hey, bro, what you got going on later tonight? Right. I'm about to throw the suit on. Send me the contract. Send me that.
What's even more dope
and then he turning around same day. AI can't do that.
Yeah.
Allen Iverson might be able to do that, but artificial intelligence can't do that.
I don't know, man. AI go crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
It do go crazy, but at the end of the day, if you are a highly skilled, so this is what I would say, and then we're gonna get back to the point because we definitely stretching out. This is what I would say: become highly skilled at what you do. If you are mediocre or less at what you do, you're gonna be replaced.
If you can learn more, you better do it.
Don't just learn. Don't just learn. Become like. Put that time in and actually, because there's a lot of people that know a lot of stuff and still suck at their craft.
Yep.
There's a lot of people who can retain book knowledge, but then the craft is
they can't apply that.
You gotta be able to be dope. What good is for D to teach me Premiere Pro and then his video suck?
Right. True.
It's like okay, I appreciate you, but your video sucks. So at the end of the day, like. I really don't trust what you're saying anyways because you can't produce the product. What's the point of you teaching Logic and how to make beats and do all of this if your beats is trash?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think it come back to I think the way you beat AI is to become highly skilled at what you do.
For sure.
Because
like
AI,
you can't honestly, replace a human.
Yeah, you can't replace human all the way.
All the way. You can. And at the end of the day, I think if you smart, I think the highly skilled human look at how AI can benefit your business.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like be innovative.
Be
you feel me? Take the new, you feel me, technology and just incorporate it in what you're doing and watch how many more markets you hit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, for
sure, I definitely
man.
use AI. I definitely use AI.
I think everybody uses a little bit of AI for something. You feel me?
I mean, it's gonna be used on you.
Used on who?
It's gonna be used on you.
What you mean by that, bro?
Means that there's many companies using AI right now, like. I don't know your
Larry,
apps. Every app. What?
That's another episode. I already know where you about to go.
I knew exactly where
you
that
the one that
asked though. Y'all the one that asked.
Hey man, we got this tape rolling, man. Let's keep it moving. Pootie, what you got next, man?
Oh my goodness, man. So you done said all of that. So basically, what is sending files out? What does that look for you? What all is somebody getting when they come? They done laid the song and paid the bread, paid the invoice. What should they be expecting?
So in the tracking phase, if you go into an engineer and they just tracking and they're not doing nothing else, you're gonna do everything. You're gonna get all your vocal production stuff done. Just like Derralyn was saying with the raw video file, you're gonna take whatever resolution you recorded that in. Larry, shut up. You're gonna take what I see you shaking your head over there, old Umar Johnson music.
Oh my God, him.
Okay. So Larry, shut up. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do is you gonna deliver them files to the artist. Sometimes they might be forwarded to the mixing engineer. If you're talking the mixing stage. After the mix is done, you're going to get the main mix, which is the record itself. You're going to get a acapella print. You're going to get an instrumental print. You're going to get a TV track, which is the performance track. And then you're going to get all of the stems in that mixing. Because if artists are sending stuff to TV, if you sending stuff to like trying to get on movies and all of that, they're gonna request that kind of stuff. In the mastering stage, I mean, depending on if you just send a regular song, you just gonna get that master in 3 different files. I'm gonna send you a 24-bit wave, a high resolution wave, standard wave, high quality MP3. Some people might like they alternate mixes or side mixes master, acapellas and instrumentals if they trying to get them on radio. So you'll get the different formats.
Man, I can dig that, man. And like I said, we stretching out on time, so I just got one more question that goes for all of y'all for real. And so, how do y'all think, and how important do y'all think videography and recording, how close those go together? Like, how important do you think that is for Giz and artists? How important do you think them relationships is?
Check it out. If you come through all of us, we can change your life. If you do the right thing with the product that you get through all of us, your life can get changed.
I think it's closely related. I agree with what Larry is saying. I think it's closely related in the sense of if you building an internal team or extended family, all of these services poor at the end of the day. At church previously on Sunday, there was somebody that pulled me over and talked to me about coming, speaking on another panel, offering podcast services. Then they brought up a Kyren man over the music I yelled for Derralyn. And I said, here's the dude that'll pull up on you and do a photo shoot and turn edits around the same day. Yeah. Right? That's how closely related this stuff goes. Sure. If we get a call for a restaurant and they like, we need a commercial, well, I need Derralyn on the camera. I need y'all on them keys because I could do it, but I don't feel like it.
We need commercial jingles.
Yeah, we need, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get a voiceover artist.
We need to, so
we're going to engineer, we're going to mix and master. Derralyn might do some logos. You literally have an empire between people. So I think I think just like a basketball team, you got a point guard, you got a center, you got a power forward, you got a shooting guard, you got a head coach, you got a general manager, you got an owner. I think that's how these services all
go hand in hand, basically. Giz, what you think, man?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think they all work together, but I think they don't at the same time. And I'm gonna start with the don't because it's all service based. If I just need a video, the audio, you know what I'm saying?
It's already done.
Yeah, they're not hitting y'all up. Same way, opposite. If they just need a song mastered, they're at the final stage. They don't need y'all two or me. They don't need that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of just like, what's the need? You know what I'm saying? You definitely can come to all of us for a service, but what do you need? Because you don't have to hit my phone, waste my time or anybody's time if you just know what you need. Now they all tie in together just simply because that's the process. If you're doing something, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you recording a song. Obviously, you need to go to the beat first. My man down there, you need to get a beat. You know what I'm saying? And okay, you want to come to the recording studio and you want to probably lay some vocals over it. All right, cool. That's what YP do. He going to record you during that section, possibly give you a rough mix while you in there. Okay, cool. You going to walk out the studio, right? You might come to me because you ready to just shoot the video, right? But what I would tell you, because I like to work with artists that's already established in a sense, you know what I'm saying? You need to go ahead, skip over me, go to Kyren and make sure your track is mixed and mastered to the teeth, you know what I'm saying? Ready to be put on the distribution platform. Then you can finally come to me and we can talk about a budget and a vision for the video and your project, you know what I'm saying? We can go crazy.
Or you can go to frequencycanvas.com/booking and fill out a form.
Ooh, that's who.
Right? And on that, if you hit up the team initially, in that initial conversation, we can bring Derralyn in so that you know what you're looking at. Because any visionary needs to begin with the end.
Yeah,
exactly. If you beginning with just phase one, most people that, if you only can see as far as I can throw you, ain't gonna be successful. And that's having plans. That's a whole nother episode. Having plans and all of that. You are a walking business. I don't know no businessman looking to build a successful business. McDonald's ain't just thinking about how much the buns cost. They thinking about the light bill. They thinking about the employees they got to pay. So at the same time, I agree with Derralyn that everything is separate. But at the same time, if you have management and you have a team, like Larry said, that can change your life. Hitting him up for the beat, he can put the whole team together. I know this person on graphics. I know this person right here. I do this. Like literally, I know a songwriter. I know a DJ
We're
over at the radio
technically a
station.
whole entire Hollywood production studio, kind of, in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And if you don't want to go through it, you just got to be prepared for your other options. So obviously, if you just need one at the group and you already got a cameraman in a team that's obviously doing stuff, just know your budget gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? Just budget right and know that, you know what I'm saying, whatever you need can get done. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, you can come to me right now. We got the special going on, $300 for the music video.
That's
no
a deal.
cap.
We
And
do that
it's ending May 31st.
You
know
heard
what I'm saying?
that.
I do deals a lot
wait.
just to give
Y'all-
people a chance to get in, but this deal is not coming back. You know
Y'all
what I'm saying?
heard
You need
that.
to tap in.
He said
right now.
$300 for a music video. Deal until May 31st. Y'all heard that, right? That is
Listen.
y'all got like 6
Facts.
days.
listen, the price is going up.
Ain't it though? It's summertime. Prices is going up for real.
Yeah, it's
for
gonna be hot. You feel me?
It's gonna be a lot of
And
people
I like,
asking for
I like
our
to wear
services.
all black, so I'm gonna be hot. You know what I'm saying?
Race definitely went up. And if y'all can't find any of these gentlemen on social media, definitely reach out to Frequency Canvas, and I will point y'all in. We don't do no player hating stuff. My
sure,
personal
man.
email is Kyren at frequencycanvas.com. That's KYREN. You can email info at frequencycanvas.com or office at frequencycanvas.com. Where can they find Giza Entertainment at on social media?
On Facebook, man, at Giza Entertainment LLC. You
Look,
know what
he
I'm
ready.
saying? Direct. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get you right back in the DMs. You feel me? Or on Instagram. You feel me? 1GIZAENT. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where we can go from there.
Pootie, or Mark Kine II, aka Young Pootie. Where can they find
You
you?
can find me on all social medias, man, as Young Pootie, YUNGPOOTIE 765. You can find me on all platforms, all streaming platforms as well. Facebook is Mark Elliott II.
Larry, the producer. Where can they find you at?
All you gotta do on any social media you looking for me
Simple.
on is type in Larry the producer. LARRY. The producer. Simple.
For sure, man. Hey, man, hand clap to y'all,
Come
man.
get tapped
Hit that. Derralyn, turn that thing up. Turn that thing up. Let them hear it.
Yes.
Let them hear it, man. Look, man,
Yes.
I want to thank y'all, man. Once again, just like episode 7, this was all on spot. We always in the building together.
Yurt.
Man, this is greatness, man. I really, I genuinely love these young men.
All love, cousin.
To
Literally blood related.
I'm 33. Larry, how old are you?
26.
Pootie, you ain't no 26. How old are
I'm
you?
26 as
He
well.
is 26.
My bad for capping. 26.
I am 25 years old, but June 5th, I'm 26. Backwoods and Backshots is dropping all streaming platforms. So y'all do me a favor, man. All I want for my birthday this year, man. Go
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Those are the best.
Turn
All
up.
I want for my
Birthday.
birthday this year, go stream Backwoods and Backshots. You feel me? Masters truly in here by Cairo to go at Frequency Canvas. You
I
feel me?
appreciate that. Darren, your birthday ain't until October, right?
Not till September, man.
September,
I'm
okay.
26, you feel me? And I'm about to order me some chicken wings.
You heard it here first, man.
Good
Shout out
vegetable
local
oil.
businesses at the same
Yeah,
time.
man.
You
Check
feel
it.
me?
Look, check out the company. Check out the team. FrequencyCanvas.com. Like I said, y'all reach out, contact form. Y'all want to book?
Yeah.
Hit us up. And definitely anybody that's working with us, if y'all need video work, hit up Giza Entertainment.
Hit
That's
'em
who
up,
we
man.
endorse for. This is what I wanted to say,
Yeah.
though. This is what I say. Let this be an example of OGs. Get out the way. Let
Say it
some
again.
younger cats shine.
Yeah, let them shine,
Now,
man.
every generation, hold up. I'm going to hold y'all accountable because y'all
Yes.
OGs to
We
to
old, bro.
no, to the 18,
Lightweight,
19,
bro.
21-year-old, y'all OGs to them. So we all got a
For sure.
responsibility to pave it forward. But
feel
some
me?
of y'all rapping, some of y'all Jurassic Park in this thing. Y'all need a dinosaur entertainment, your butt down, start a
Yo.
label, hit up Giza, and get up out the way. Because y'all getting swept like LeBron just did.
Yo,
We out
man,
this
bro,
joint.
listen, time
wow.
out.
Sweat.
It's OGs telling these young cats to basically go to jail and die early. It's a problem.
Man, y'all heard it here first. This is another episode of Board Talk, episode number 8, man. We done cleared the air, man. We are out of here, man.